Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to learn about SQLAlchemy. Now, SQLAlchemy is an SQL toolkit or ORM library for Python, ORM being object relational mapping, and it's essentially an API layer that sits between your Python code and the database. It saves us from having to write complex SQL statements and having to process data before being able to use it or to write it to the database. So it just makes working with a database in Python so much easier. So first off, from SQLAlchemy, we're going to have to import create engine, column, integer, and string. Also from SQLAlchemy.ext .declarative, we need to import declarative base. Now the main thing that drives your SQLAlchemy project is going to be the engine. So to create an engine, we're going to say engine equals create underscore engine, and inside we're going to define the path to our database. Since we're only going to use SQLite, you do SQLite colon / and then the name of the database. So in our case, SQLAlchemy.db. So the engine is really what's going to allow you to link your Python objects to the database. Also, we will need a base, so base equals declarative base. And now we can start creating some classes. Now our Python classes are going to reflect as tables in the database. So in this case, we're going to make a database of albums. So class album, we're going to inherit from that base class, and then we're going to define the table name by using the dunder table name dunder being double underscore, and setting that equal to albums. That will be the name of the table in our database. So every album is going to require an ID, so that will be a column, it will be an integer column, and we're going to set primary underscore key to true, because the ID is going to be what allows us to identify an album. Every album is also going to have a title, which will be another column, and that will be a string column. And of course, every album needs an artist, so that will be another column of strings. So now we've created our class in Python, but we also need to synchronize our Python code with the database or perform a migration. So to do that, we say base.metadata.create all, and inside we're going to pass our engine that we created. This will tell SQLAlchemy which database to create our models in. So to understand the flow of these lines, we import base in our album, and then by calling the metadata.create all on that base, we can create all these classes to the engine that we specify. Now we're just going to save and run this code, and inside our directory we will see this SQLAlchemy.db. So I just went ahead and opened this database, and here you can see we have the albums table with an ID, title, and artist. So well done, you've created your first database using SQLAlchemy. In the next tutorial we will learn how to insert data into this database. So we're going to learn how to create new albums and add them as records in our database. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.